What's good, people? Thank you for tuning to Total Payout Podcast, chilling with your host, Trouble. Today's day, April 21st, 2026. Got three games on deck today. Got Philly versus Boston. We got the Portland Trail Blazers versus San Antonio Spurs. We got the Houston Rockets versus the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, the first game we're going to take a look at, obviously, is going to be Philly versus Boston. Boston does lead the series right now 1-0. Head-to-head last 10, Boston 7-3 straight up last 10, 5-4-1 against the spread is Boston last 10, and then the over/under is 5-5. Now Philly is 2-5 against the spread last 7, 23-19, 23-18-1 against the spread away from home overall, and 15-11-1 against the spread against the East away from home. Now Boston 7-1 against the spread last 8, 7-0 against the spread at home last 7, 6-1 against the spread last 7 versus the Eastern Conference, and 24-18 against the spread at home overall. Now, my personal line in this game is Boston -8. Vegas has Boston -13 in the hook. So, it's a little discrepancy in that. Kind of tough in this series, man, because no Joel Embiid. I don't want no part of Philly. I'm going to go ahead and roll with Boston -13.5. I just think Boston, obviously, at home, juggernaut. Philly without Joel Embiid, you asking Tyrese Maxey to go off every single game. Nobody has a double team presence in the middle but Joel Embiid. So you could pretty much load on Paul George, load up on the rookie Edgecombe, and then load up on Tyrese. And who's going to do what after that? I mean, you got a couple players here and there, but at least Boston got, players that's on the perimeter that can play in the post. Then they also got post players on the bench. The Vujacic, who's a starter on many teams, coming in the game, getting you buckets. So it's just tough for me to look at Philly stealing one in Boston, let alone hanging around. Now, if they do steal one, it's going to be in Philly. But in Boston, I see blowout all over this. Giving me the line from last game, I just think that Boston's going to go ahead and cremate Philly. So go ahead and give me Boston -13 in the hook in that game. Now, the second game we're going to handicap is Portland versus San Antonio. San Antonio is up 1-0 in this series. Head-to-head last 10, San Antonio 7-3 straight up last 10, 6-4 against the spread last 10, and the under is 6-4 last 10. Now, Portland is 8-4 against the spread last 12, 3-6 against the spread versus San Antonio last 9, and they're 22-1 against the spread away from home overall, 13-14-1 against the spread away from home versus the Western Conference. Now, San Antonio is 4-1 against the spread last 5, 4-2 against the spread last 6 versus the West, 13 against the spread versus the West overall, and then they're 24-17 at home against the spread overall. Now, my personal line in this game, I got San Antonio -10. The Vegas line is San Antonio -11.5. Now, I'm going to go ahead and roll with the Spurs again. Spurs in this game, -11 in the hook. I do think the Spurs, at home is going to be tough for San Antonio because of Wembanyama. This team does have a couple veterans in the Trailblazers. That has been there. Obviously, Drew Holiday, Jeremy Grant has played in some deep games. But as far as San Antonio, they don't have too many veterans other than Harrison Barnes. But they're just better talent-wise than Portland, and they're at home. I just think Portland, if they're going to steal one as well, it's going to be at home. I do think they can get one at home, but on the road, I just think it's too early in the series for Portland to steal one, with the magnitude of them not having as many good veterans on that team that can kind of steer them in certain magnitudes on the road. Well, we know they're going to run into some things against this team, San Antonio team with Victor. So I don't know if they will be able to overcome that in this game. So go ahead and give me Spurs -11 in the hook. Now, the final game we're going to handicap is going to be the Lakers versus the Rockets. Lakers is up 1-0 in this series. Head-to-head last 10, Lakers 7-3 straight up last 10. Lakers 7-3 against the spread last 10. The under 6-4 last 10. Now, Houston profile 1-6 against the spread last 7 versus the Lakers. They're 2-9 against the spread last 11 away from home. 1-5 against the spread last 6 versus Pacific Division, which is the division the Lakers are a part of. And they're 19-23 against the spread away from home overall. Now, the Lakers are 4-1 against the spread last 5, 5-1 against the spread versus Southwest Conference last 6, 7-3 against the spread on Tuesdays, and they're 26-16 against the spread at home overall. Now, my personal line in this game is Lakers -1. That's probably obviously most likely with Luka in them in the lineup. But we did see what happened last game. No KD. Houston pretty much didn't show up. I think KD might be a game time. Most likely you probably see KD sit out another game if he's not ready to go. If he does sit out, I see the Lakers probably money lining the Rockets again. But even then, if KD even does play, I see the Lakers plus 5.5 as the play in this game. I'm not high on the Rockets, man. I just think that not having a point guard, the Rockets game is going to be, it's tailor made. They have players that's tailor made to have point guard. You know, they have a lot of slashers. They don't have too many spot up shooters, but they have spot shooters, like shooters who need to be set up, not necessarily shooters who can get theirs off the dribble. So without having a point guard that knows how to go ahead and go out there and get them players in them spots in the corner, get them set up, you know, none of these players can go get their own shot but KD. And he does not have any, his mind is not set on getting 10 assists a game and setting up other players. He feels he should get 35 a game, putting up 20, 23 shots a game. Not trying to set up, you know, Jabari, not trying to, not trying to set up these players in the corner. So Reed Shepard not coming in the game doing that. Thompson's not a point guard. It just looks clunky. So I just think Houston, without having that player, and then on the other side, you know, no Luka, no Austin, but you got LeBron, who pretty much is the antithesis of a point guard, big dude who can see over everything, and who loves to get people in their spots. Having Luke Kennard doing what he's doing right now, I think LeBron is going to take it on himself to get Luke Kennard his just due in the NBA in this series. Not saying Lakers going to steal the series or whatnot, but I just think it's a mistake by giving Houston all these buckets. Now they can go out here and blow the Lakers out. I don't know how the Lakers can feel like they stole one at home. That sounds stupid, but you know, by them being the dog in this series, the mentality has to be what it is. Just the way the ball bounced in the regular season, Lakers is the home team. But I just think the Lakers can compete with this team based on the personnel. Even if KD plays, I just see them, you know, the clunkiness of their offense. If we can get another Luke Kennard game like he played last game, I see no reason why the Lakers can't money line them. You know, I just think they match up great with them. LeBron is a player who can control the game, and I don't think Houston has a player who can control the game on the other side. And I just think that is the difference. Now, obviously, LeBron's 41 years old, so who knows? He can get tired at any point of any game and check out, you know. But at the same time, he's LeBron James, and we're not gonna disrespect him and just think in the playoff series LeBron gonna check out. I mean, as far as missing shots wise, it happens to everybody. But as far as being prepared and coming focused and knowing the task at hand, ain't nobody in the NBA better than LeBron James. I don't care what you say. You can hate on LeBron, you don't have to like LeBron, but we all know LeBron James is the best mind in basketball as far as the player goes, and probably in basketball period right now that's employed to sit on the sideline or be in the middle, in between the lines. LeBron James got the best mind. So give me the Lakers plus 5.5, and I'll sprinkle a little bit on the money line, even with or without KD. So let's go ahead and recap the games that we got today. We got Philly and Boston. We taking Boston minus 13.5. Like I said, I don't think Philly has a chance in this series on the road more than anything. Without Joel Embiid, you have no one to get a double team. You don't even have to double team the perimeter players. But I just think in order for Paul George to be successful, you need Joel Embiid to be in the middle, because he was getting his shots off of Joel Embiid. Now he's not there. Now you're asking Paul George to go out there and be the 23-year-old Paul George crossing over, dunking. That's over with, and he's coming off a knee injury, so that's over with. It's over with. So they need that. Andre Drummond's not giving you that in the paint. They don't have anybody else. Bona's not giving you that in the paint. Boston's too deep in order for me to believe that Maxey and a rookie can go out and Paul George can go out there and compete, you know, and give them a great chance. Obviously 13.5 is a lot of points, but I don't think they have it. Second game, we got Portland, San Antonio. I like Portland, man. I just think San Antonio's on a mission, especially in this first round, just to get the experience. They know San Antonio knows the mission is to one of the other Denver or OKC. They know the mission, so don't play with your food in this first round. Obviously they don't have the coach that's been there, done that. They don't have too many veterans that's been there, done that. But I think they're level-headed enough to know that they don't want to play with their food with Portland, and especially at home. So I don't see Portland giving them the resistance that San Antonio would probably need in order to get the experience that they would need going against the OKC or Denver, two champions. But I think they're smart enough to know that they don't want to play with their food and give this team any type of confidence by going 1-1 like we seen the Knicks and the Pistons do. So we're gonna go ahead. So we're gonna go ahead and take that San Antonio minus 11 in the hook. Now the final game, like I said, man, we're taking the Lakers plus 5.5. Got LeBron James, KD. If no KD, definitely love the Lakers plus 5.5. There is no mind on Houston that can compete with LeBron James if KD does not play. If KD does play, obviously Houston, Houston looks better. But I still think that LeBron can get the players up. They at home. The LA, they superstars, all the Hollywood's gonna come out and watch this game. It's gonna be a big game, and I do think that they're gonna will the Lakers to at least compete to last minute of the game, if not money line the Houston Rockets again. I want to thank you guys for tuning in today. Total Payout Podcast. Today's date, April 21st, 2026. Please give me a like, comment, and subscribe at the end of this video. I greatly appreciate it. And like I always say, man, please stay out the way. You guys have a great day, great Tuesday. Thank you.
Hey, Rick and Thad.